Virgo, I only see the High Priestess and this resonate in your past, present, or future conversations that we're having, synchronicity. You're having. This is a brand new channel with my old name. So press like, subscribe, notification bell. With the notification bell, you can get my lives. If not, you have to wait 12 hours. At 333. So 333, the Masons. I had that Mexican. It's called the Mexican chancla, by the way. If you're Spanish, you know what I'm talking about. You pull out whack. I was about to whack. There's like a fly in here. But we got a spy. We have a spy in here. You could have a spy. History, timeline, passed down DNA. Okay. Demons are in forever places. They're not there no more. Also, I feel like the black sheep of the family. Okay, you're trying to figure out where you got the rebellious side at. Not everyone is rebellious, but someone could be. If Virgo is rebellious, they're very quiet about it. Virgos tend to be hermit about it. They're not like flat out there. They run in secrecy, but openly. I can't explain it. Like openly in secrecy. 333. The universe is working on you. Trust your intuition, spiritual awakening. Okay. So I feel like there's a hidden beast inside of you. Okay. Hidden talents. Okay. The black sheep has a hidden talent. It's passed down in their DNA. That's why they're the black sheep. They're not sick in the head. They're not making up stories or something. You could have a child that is like gifted. Okay. And you may think that they're like, oh, maybe it's they're being spiritually attacked or something like that. I feel like someone is saying that, oh, I don't know what's going on. I think that something entered them. No, I honestly feel like you have a gifted child and you might have to take your child to a psychic or a medium or someone who has spiritual gifts that knows what to do with it. I can't wait to kill that fly. Also, I feel like someone is being inspected. I see vivid memories of someone going. Gosh, if I didn't have long hair. I have a fly swatter here somewhere. This kind of reminds me of the part from this movie, Kill Bill 2. Was it Kill Bill? When they're talking about when she was there with Mr. In the movie Kill Bill 2, they had that sensei with the long white beard, that sensei, and he chose two women. He chose the two blondes. Okay, I forgot what their names, but anyways, one was very obedient. I think catching the fly with your chopsticks. Okay, I feel like there's like it could be friendly competitive game with someone and there's a mentor and there is two pupils and I feel like I really see this just like how I saw it in the movie Kill Bill 2. And I forgot what one of them did. She disrespected the sensei and he took her eye out. One move. She was there to see it. What happens to a disobedient pupil? There's a reason why someone has mastered to become a yogi. And even though their nature is mean and strict and all of that, that's how they learn to balance. Like fighting them, he could fight someone with just one hand while someone is one swoop hand. They're blocking every hit. and they're laughing at them. And the whole time they're like with their his hair, ha 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 ha, you weakling. Dealing with the master, with the teacher. Sometimes they'll make jokes. It kind of reminds me of a fight that I once had. Have you well, not everybody, but it's an experience I had. I'm gonna tell you, Virgo. I once fought someone I knew I was gonna beat up. And I'm not saying that's something you should be proud of, but when someone comes looking for a fight, you know you could beat them up and you try everything you can to not hit them, fight them or anything, but they throw a cheap shot at you and you end up giving them a lesson of their life. I feel like there's a situation like that going on around you with your child too. How will you learn to stick up for yourself if there's always someone there sticking up for you? When we learn to stand tall on our own 2 feet and learn how to fight our own battles, we learn experiences. And when someone's teaching you how to battle these serious type of battles, they know what they're doing. They can toy with you a little bit. For example, boxing. Okay, your trainer is trying to teach you certain things, and every time you fail they punch you in the face or something like that, and you start getting more aggressive with your trainer. You're mad at them and you're acting on wrath instead of logical, like logically intelligently in your head, learning that it's combo moves and there's certain things to do. Start getting mad at your trainer because they're teaching you something about yourself. Control your rage, because your rage can make you blacked out and make you do things that you wouldn't even think. And one of the being a yogi or someone as a spiritual leader, learning how to manage your anger, manage those, because anger is a demon. I got it. I don't know where it fell, but it fell. So you saw that in the beginning when the fly came in and I was all mad doing all that. I couldn't. And then once I started to pay attention and I knew the perfect timing, I finally swatted it. Because the first few times I failed, I was thinking, I was more reacting than thinking about how to react. I feel like someone's doing training. The high priestess. Also, I feel like someone's training as a high priestess. Someone probably chose to involve themselves in the occult, OCCULT, not a cult. And if you are in a cult, that's none of my business. But I feel like someone put that witch hat on. And when you put that witch hat on, it's different. People will say that this path is easy. It's really not. It's not. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands. I feel like it's someone's a first time experience. It's their first time experiencing different kinds of spirituality, because sometimes we like to think that everything that we comes out on the cards is going to be good, but sometimes it's not. And when you're learning the process of the cards and you're trying to feel the energy and stuff, it becomes easier to some, and some people actually fight the energy that they try to receive from the universe. They totally dismiss their ancestors and they lie and they act like they know what they're doing. Spiritual alchemy. I mean, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to your master. You can seem fast to others, but you can seem very slow to your teacher, to your master, to your ancestors. You, them, someone around you, because you could actually be that yogi. You could actually be that teacher, that master, and you're trying to teach someone the ropes. And they're acting all in irrational and out in emotion, having no control of their feelings and stuff. And you're like, you're not ready yet. I think you need more experience. You can tell because whatever it is, that move that you make, they wouldn't react with emotion. They will react with intelligence, slow to anger, quick to love. The Five of Swords. Yeah, because I feel like someone keeps five of swording something and making it more difficult for themselves. Also, I feel like someone here is is trying to lie about the dark energy that's around them. The Five of Wands, trying to make it seem like it's all good and all. Someone needs to just be flat out honest that it's going pretty tough. It's not easy. There's nothing wrong with admitting that whatever it is that you're doing is not easy, or to level up to that position that you're at, it's not easy. So if you're training someone, you're trying to train them the hard parts first so it gets easier as they go. And if you're teaching someone the arts, also, I feel like someone is better off learning themselves through experience than getting a teacher, because then it takes away the authenticity of, I don't know if I'm saying it wrong or right or what or whatever. Because I feel like someone keeps making formulas right here that keep failing them. They're trying to practice spiritual alchemy, it keeps failing them because they're, I don't know, I feel like someone's people pleasing. And you can't give a fuck. You can't. I don't know. You can't give a fuck. You're reading these cards. You kind of can't give a fuck because some of the things that are going to come out, it's not going to be easy to say it or explain it. You have to feel it and sometimes even experience it to even give people advice on something that is so detrimental to their health, to their future. And it's not all always talking about bunny rabbits and all of that. It's not about fucking rabbits all the time. It's not about flowers all the time. Sometimes it gets really tough down here. So how can you inspire someone that is down in their luck instead of feeding lies to them? Because every single day or every single week something is going wrong. Like, you ever get with readers that every single time there's something wrong, there's something wrong, there's something wrong, there's never a break. And then there's people that there's never nothing wrong, never nothing wrong, never nothing wrong, it's always fucking and it's not. So you have to be authentic and you have to be real. And if you don't know, you never been through anything like that, say that. Don't lie to people. You, me, someone around you, you might be the one, the mentor, you're telling that to someone. You can't lie. Or you can if you choose to, but real people are going to know that that's lies. Also, I feel like someone started to do like magic on someone to destroy them with the tower card right here, to destroy a relationship or something like that. I feel like someone keeps on doing it over and over and over again. Although I'm not getting the Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like someone keeps trying different remedies to, like, I don't know, ruin someone's career, because that's what it was. See, in that movie, Kill Bill 2, that girl couldn't stand the other woman. She couldn't stand her because she was favored by the yogi, because she kept her mouth shut, she took the beatings, didn't try to defy her master. And the other one did. She thought she was ready for that kind of whooping that she got, and she wasn't. He took her whole eye out because she talked back to him, the whole eye out. And ever since then she's disliked her. It was not her fault that she wasn't obedient. That's accountability. But some people can't handle accountability. They just keep coming after you like it's your fault because you won, because you fair and square beat them. Because there is a such thing as sore losers, and they do exist in this world. They do exist in the spiritual world, in sports, and at school, amongst doctors, amongst lawyers, amongst the government, amongst your people, amongst your family, amongst your friends, amongst your coworkers. You can always, it's guaranteed that you're going. I heard the other day, envy comes from someone in your close circle, someone that actually knows you. Hate comes from your open enemies. So envy sometimes can be more dangerous than just open hate from your enemies. Because people who are next to you, like secret competitors, the black mamba, I think they had put a black mamba in that suitcase, right? They had put a black mamba in that suitcase, and they were fighting in this trailer, and she took out her other eye. The one that got her eyes taken out, she was on a mission. The one that took out her eyes, she was she was doing what she was doing for a purpose. She had decided to walk away from that life when she found out she was pregnant. And she was like, I don't ever want to put my child, I don't want my child to grow up in this life. So she tried to run away and start her life all over, married another man. When her ex-lover found out, like, which happened to be another master mentor that she had, who she happened to have an intimate moment with and got impregnated, and she decided she didn't want to live that life no more, so she took off, and he took it personal. So when he finds her again, he finds her pregnant and about to get married. Yeah, he shot her and then kept the daughter. And when she wakes up from being in the coma, she realizes her daughter is gone. She's been shot. Her future husband is dead. And she went on a rampage to find her daughter, just to find out at the very end of the movie, like when she meets up with her ex lover and he knows she's going to kill him. And he felt bad because he was like, you know, all I saw was the love of my life getting married to another man and pregnant. I didn't know that was my child. But it all happened with someone that tried to run away and pretend that that life wasn't chasing after her. It's kind of like how our past catches up to us sometimes. And sometimes some people, the way they live, can confuse your good intentions to something that is not appeasing to their eyes. And the change in you can cause a war because people act out in emotion. They no longer have control of you. They no longer have a say so. You're no longer a killer for them. You're no longer living off of contracts. You're free. and trying to raise a child like it doesn't come from monsters, it will come out of you naturally. You are your father and you are your mother. So at the end of the day, can you imagine that little girl? If she only knew how crazy it was to even conceive her. One day she one day when she grows up and realizes her daddy tried to kill her mama and her mama killed her daddy. And both of them were master serial killers. We're going to try to raise this child like they don't come from a DNA of monsters. So we would like to, moral of the story, Virgo, is that we can hide and hide and hide to the world who the hell we really are. Eventually, all of that catches up to us. No matter how much we try to hide it, no matter how much we try to mask it, who we really are will come out. And then we have the audacity to call some of our children the black sheep because the past catches up to you, and sometimes it catches you up with your own DNA. And if you were to know the history of your parents, you might know a lot more about yourself than you really, really know. See, our parents like to lie to us and make it seem like they're golden, that they've never done anything wrong. You ever discover your parents and the dirt they've done, I swear it will change the perspective on how you view relationships and how you view love. And they can make a monster out of you too, or you can choose to become a better version than them, just like people in our past have tried. But no matter what, the past always catches up to you. But in the future, learn from your past, please, because these kind of situations really happen to people. This may be a movie, but somewhere out there, that's somebody's life. Doesn't directly go with that. It could be like, you're done selling dope and you run away from your husband and your wife because you no longer want to live that life. Being in a relationship with somebody like that, if you don't get to escape from them, you will be trapped in a cycle of war, of chaos, and your children will grow up to be just like that. And understanding that, leaving, and they come back and they find you living a good life somewhere else, it can make someone feel some kind of way. And is revenge justified? Because when she finally got to the moment to see her daughter and see her ex love of her life together, it will make you think twice about revenge. And it's not that sweet. But what would you do if someone had you buried 6 feet under and you had to think about those moments that you live with your yogi, your master, and you start hitting that wood? You start concentrating on hitting that wood, hitting that wood. It doesn't even hurt you no more because you're just thinking about when you get the fuck out of this coffin, what the fuck I'm going to do to you and everybody that comes with you, you and all your army of demons. Because I'm alive for a purpose. How many of those serial killers died so that girl can have the opportunity to live a whole fucking lie? Because the truth is kind of crazy as fuck. And one day that subconsciously is going to come out. And see, us as parents, right? We think that if we hide all the bad things about our past that they'll never know. People talk in the streets. People remember. People, women don't forget. There's things, I'll tell you, Virgo, right now. At 36, I'm still finding out what an ex had did to me 15 years ago. So it's safe to say that no matter how much you cover up some shit, everything that's in the dark will come to light, and trust and believe in that. I'm not lying about that. I don't know where really I'm getting at all of this, but I hope you could understand where I'm coming at, what I'm trying to say. You can't run away from things in the past. We can only face them, admit them, be accountable for it. And sometimes we got to teach our children how to master their demons because they might become that demon that you used to be. And no matter how much you try to give them a good life, it's already in their DNA helix. There's no escaping that, baby. Some things are passed down in genealogy. Blessings.